this is the third time I'm trying this video, so if I get a little frustrated halfway in, it's totally my fault. Fun times. This is going to be a brief little my opinion on Destiny's latest addition to the game, the Sparrow Racing League, or SRL. But first, we will give a shout out to Jor-El from the Almost Nerds podcast. We recently did another Twitch this last weekend, so if you guys want to check that out, the link is twitch.tv/Lycan, Lycan, it wolfed, WOLFED. The wife said I should do more voices on that and on this, so you'll be seeing and hearing a lot more of those here and there. Other than that, most of this is pretty straightforward.
SRL.
Okay, let's do this.
So far, there are a lot of pros for this. Your class, not like your Warlock Titan class.
Cabal signals out there, Guardian.
But
Vex
your...
2. They won't stop this race.
There are two different ranking systems for the SRL. There's the basic ranking system like you do for Iron Banner and Crucible and Vanguard, the little diamond-shaped thing. And then there's your class, as in like Class A license, Class S license. The Class S gets the best gear and best chances of drops. Class A is what I'm at now, and I think the equipment cap for that currently is... The best piece of gear I've seen drop for a Class A person is $299, so I'm guessing it's anywhere up to $299.
They're out riding you.
Another quick tip, if you haven't finished doing your... Sticky stuff. Crap. If you are doing the Jolly Holiday mission or the Chaperone and you just hate Crucible and don't want to do it, the SRL is actually counting as Crucible stuff. So as long as you do not get in 6th place, you will get between 2 and 4% towards that. So somewhere around 25 to 30 races will get you your full 100%. The only downside of doing that mission is you have to have your last word equipped, and for those normal people like me that don't use hand cannons in the Crucible. I mean, I know they're the most OP weapons, and everybody likes using them, but hand cannons just aren't my thing. So for me, the second they're like, hey, get kills in the Crucible, I'm like, I can do that with the last word equipped the entire time. Yeah, about that. So the fact that that works makes me happy. Another pro is you can have a 6-man fire team in these. So some of the bounties and patrols are get like first place. Like that's what I need for my S class right now, is I need to get 3 first place races. Which, as you'll notice, some of these folks aren't actually racing so much as playing bumper cars, which, for me, is one of the biggest cons, next to that and the stupid freaking mines. Like, I've never played dirty, and 90% of my races I have been in the top 3. So, you don't need to play bumper cars to have a really good race. You just need to know the map and know how to actually hit all the gates. Dude, get off.
Final lap. Hit your boost and hang on.
Like, most of these, it's really about who can get inside. Really? Oh my god. A couple of the cons on the SRL racing is a lot of this is hairpin turns, which, if you've ever ridden a Sparrow, they don't do hairpin turns. It's almost like Bungie just wanted to go, you know what? Yay, you got a race. Too bad you are guaranteed to not enjoy it as much as you could have. A lot of the races are just pretty much ditches, it looks like. They're very shallow, they have really low ceilings, and you're like, everything about a Sparrow is airtime. And you did your very best, Bungie, to give me as much airtime on a ground race as humanly possible. Because when you are in the air, you do not gain nearly as much speed as you normally could. So it really sucks. I mean, for the most part, they're really easy. By the time you start, like me, getting really, really grumpy at the real jerks on this thing. I mean, look at that, 3rd place. See, for this, it's not that I've gotten 1st place, like 5 or 6 different times. Also, if you haven't bought the record book from Eververse Trading, I strongly recommend it. There is a shader and a Sparrow that you can only get from them. There are some cool, like, variant pieces of armor. But yeah, I've gotten 4 1st place medals there. I've gotten 1 there. I don't play on Venus as much, else I'd probably have 2 or 3. And it records every stat you've ever done, like fastest laps. Also, I went from like 8 strange coins to this 39. I'll probably have close to 40, 45 by the time Zer gets here tomorrow. So this is so far it looks like they actually spent some time play testing this for a change. There's a lot of different horns. But once again, the only way for you to really get a legendary version of the horn is if you buy them from Eververse. So I know there's a few of us that are going to be like, yeah. Me, I lucked out. I was buying... The new Sparrows look really cool too. This is the EV43 Light Runner. It's pretty much a faster, slightly higher maximum boost tumbler. So those of you who really liked the tumbler, this is cool. It is based on a light cycle from Tron, so if you're a fan of that design, that's fun. And the only way to get that is from the horn packages you can buy. I bought 10 of them, and I got 1 light runner. So I'm gonna have to tell you guys, it's roughly a 1 in 10 chance, just because I got it on my 10th one. So let's assume it's a 10% chance. It could be it's a 5, and I just lucked out a few ahead of time. If you get a bond, do your best to level it as quickly as you can. They level up really slow though, so let's see, I invested 30 motes of light and a full day's worth of bounties, and as you could see, it still wasn't maxed out. But yeah, the big takeaway from this is they've made it so you and 5 friends, which means technically if you're all at like the A class, you could theoretically just get in team chat with the 6 of you and be like, okay guys, I need to win 3 times. Let me get like a full lap ahead or a half a lap ahead. Let me get first place. Then after you've gotten your 3, you've gotten your S rank, it won't matter if you're in last place. No one cares. But yeah, it's these that affect the gear you can get. How powerful it is, your slightly better chance of getting legendary gear, I think this affects it as well, but look at this. Rank 3, 4,500 points. That, for those of you who do Iron Banner, that is rank 4 and 5, because they are like 24, 2,500. I think they go up to 4,500 once, but like tier 1, you've got to get 1,500 or 2,000 points. To get to tier 2, I had to get another 2,000 or 3,000 points. Now I'm going to have to get 4,500. It's ridiculous. I'm not seeing any immediate benefit from this. I'm not getting more gear. I'm not getting better gear. I should be able to buy something from Holiday. But the gear she sells you doesn't have a light level. In the field doing PvE, you can't wear this gear. What happens when you put on your good gear? Alright, 305. And you immediately go and put on... Like this? I like this. Side boost takes less fuel. Those side boosts have saved my butt a couple of times. Sometimes they will help you... Because if you are mid, like, super speed from hitting a gate, and you left or right boost real quick, you will end the boost. So yeah, you lose a good chunk of speed, but you don't lose nearly as much as you would just slamming on the brake real hard. This is my favorite thing they did for the graphics, is that's the stairs, but all they did was paint the edges. So the top of the stairs look normal. Most of the gear it's giving out looks cool, but I really wish they hadn't made any of it at 0 light. It's at 0 light, it can't be infused.
How goes it, Warlock?
Like, the only pieces I've gotten so far are the Warlock Bond and the helmet are the only ones that actually have light levels. Like, see? No light, no light, no light. This one gives 3 light, which, I mean, I would like the helmet because that's a cool perk. But at the same time, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Which the helmet might be useful, because, again, airtime hurts you. So, if airtime can be lowered or increased with that helmet, it could be worth it to wear